Hello everybody, welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Amy. I go by Fiber Arts Amy here and on Instagram. This is take 3. I never start over, but like the last 10 minutes, my brain has not been with me. And so hopefully this one will work because I'm getting sick of starting this thing over. Welcome to my Flosstube. It has been far too long. I actually, for some reason in my brain, thought I had been here since the retreat. And I haven't. So this is long overdue. For those of you who don't know or who are new here, my friend Maggie, she goes by Kitschy Whips here and on Instagram. She and I put on the Queen City Stitch Retreat with a lot of help. We get so much help from so many people, but we put on the Queen City Stitch Retreat in Charlotte, North Carolina, now twice a year. So next year we have one in July and we have one in October. So we've had the one that's in October since I was on here last. And I have I've just done a ton. Life has been really in the way here recently since I got back, quite honestly. But there's just a lot going on with the family that was kind of unexpected. But everything's fine. But anyway, just busy, scattered, and yet somehow since I've been here last, I feel like I have accomplished a lot. So I have a lot to show. I have finishes. I have fully finished and framed pieces to show. I have a giveaway. So, especially if you've been around here for a while, you know, at least a couple years ago, I said when I finished my Princess and Her Dragon, I had a fully kitted, an unopened kit to give away that I'd give to somebody who was interested. In order to enter for this, you had to comment on the last video that I did, which is where I show my finish. My last video I filmed right after I took my finish off the Hue Snaps. So I have pulled the winner. I did a random number generator to pull the winner from that video. It went to Sally Deem. I believe I might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but I have commented on her comment with the information about where to email all of her shipping information. So Sally, if you could email me, you know, your name, address, whatever I need to ship this to you, I'll get this in the mail as soon as I can. And as soon as I get that information from you. But congratulations, yay, I'm so excited. So back to the retreats for a minute. Some of you know our theme for our fall 2026 retreat is going to be Teresa Wentzler. That retreat is October 15th through the 17th, 2026. It's Thursday through Saturday. We are so excited. There has been so much, I feel like there's almost been like a resurgence of interest in Teresa Wentzler here in recent years. There's a lot of Flosstubers who have worked on or been working on her pieces. Just like Huga Stitcher is one. Sarah Stitchamami is one. Myself, of course, I'm working on them. I can't remember. Maggie hasn't been able to film in a while, Kitschy Whips, but she's working on some, and I'm sure there's others that I'm not thinking of. And I've just, from talking to other people in the community, I know there's a lot of you out there who are pulling out your old Teresa Wentzler whips that are sometimes decades old, like most of mine are, or old patterns or kits that you have, and getting them started. And I'm just thrilled. I'm very excited. It's so fun to see. She's such a unique and just amazing designer, and it's her pieces, when you see them in person, they just blow your mind away. And it's just nice to see so many people giving her work some love. Oh, sorry, I just bumped into you. But while we're talking about Teresa Wentzler, why don't I show you my framed finish? This is in museum glass. I I love the frame I chose. Sorry, there's still ring light glare, but it's pretty minimal on the museum glass. So this is the frame I chose. I love it. It's got like the gold tone that obviously there's so much in there, but I am a teal person. And so I love the teal tones that it's pulling out from the piece. Oh my goodness, why is someone calling me? Okay. Hopefully that puts an end to the phone call. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Anyway, I love it. This makes me so happy. It is hanging directly across from my stitchy spot right here where I sit. There's a little section of a wall across from me, and I've got like a little gallery wall going on there that's full of pieces. I love it. And I need to ask my framer. I'm not going to do it yet, but I've had people asking me about framing. I just dropped a piece at my framer yesterday, and I'm gonna, I need to ask him if he'll take pieces through the mail. I don't know if he will or not. And yeah, I need to ask him so that I can let you, so I can kind of advertise for him if he will, because I know some of you don't have anyone local but are looking for like a good framer with good options. But yeah, I'll ask him. I have something at his place right now, so I'll ask the next time I go. At least, oh, sorry for banging you again. At least I will try very hard to remember to ask if he'd be up for me doing that. This was a gift, and I don't think I showed it at all. If I have, forgive me, but I'm pretty confident I didn't show it framed. So this I did not stitch. This is a piece that a very kind friend rescued from eBay, and I took it and got it framed because I feel like it deserves that honor. This is Fantasy Sampler, I believe, from Teresa Wentzler, and it's just beautiful and lovely, like all of her work. If I can get, I have a lot of Teresa Wentzler rescues now. If I can get enough rescued pieces, I won't have to stitch all of them in my lifetime, since that's certainly not something I could do. But thank you, lovely friend, who got that for me. It makes me very happy. The two of them hang next to each other right on this wall across from me. I need to post a picture. I'll post a picture on Instagram. But I did finish, some of you know I've been working on my daughter's third birth sampler. I'm not going to go through that story again, but you can go back to previous videos if you want to hear the whole thing. I finished it 2 days ago, and so I dropped it off at the framer yesterday. So I don't have that to show right now, but I'll post a picture on Instagram, and I will show it hopefully in my next video, or I'll film a clip for it or something, because I am trying to give it to my mother-in-law for Thanksgiving. So I needed to get, well, at Thanksgiving we celebrate Christmas with her, so it's a Christmas gift. So I'm trying to get that together, you know, in time. I need to get it to the framer sooner rather than later, or I would have hung on to it. I think I forgot to show you this guy. I think I forgot to show this to you guys as well. So this is Garden Beauty that I've been stitching with Lisa, Crossed by Floss. And I got this back from the framer not too long ago. I was able to take this to the retreat, but I'm pretty sure the last time I was filming, I forgot to bring this down to show you guys. I love the frame. Like, I feel like the frame is stinking perfect for her. Sorry about the glare. I just love the way the gold and the black like sets everything off. I just, perfect choice. Absolutely love how this turned out. And the only change I made when I stitched Garden Beauty was there is a line So is the inner or outer? The inner, hold on, I better put my glasses on so I don't tell you wrong. Yeah. There's like 2 lines of border, an inner and an outer. The inner line was actually supposed to be a gold Krynic, and I just didn't want to. There wasn't Krynic anywhere else on the piece, and I didn't want to. So I used a variegated DMC instead, and I love the way it looks. And I just, the frame is perfect for her. So she is now up on my wall. Oh, this one's heavy. Okay, hold on. Trying to be very careful and gentle. I don't want to damage anything. Okay, so this one, which is huge, is a piece of art that Nora very kindly gifted me at the retreat. So our retreat here this October was Mirabilia themed. Sorry, I tend to assume you guys have a lot of knowledge that you may or may not have. So our retreat was Mirabilia themed. Nora Corbett was generous enough to gift us with her time. Hope you can hear me. I'm talking from behind this huge thing. She brought a lot of her art to sell, which was amazing. I had purchased one piece of her art a couple years ago that I adore, and she was kind enough to gift me with this one at the retreat. I love all of that pencil work in the skirt. These are also like my favorite colors. But all that pencil work in the skirt, look at how beautiful she is. And my framer mounted her basically on top of a mat, so you see the raw edges of the watercolor paper. I love the frame we chose. It's got a little bit of that like filigree detail that I feel like matches the vibe of all of that intricate detail in the skirt very, very well. I love her. So oh my gosh. This one's huge. This one's like the size of an actual Mirabilia. Sorry, I'm tapping the stand again. I think that's all the framed pieces that I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna start like digging through piles now. I have piles and piles of whips and things to show you. So I wanted to take care of those framed pieces first. Yeah, they just make me happy. I'm very, very happy. I love having, our walls are more art and cross stitch than they are wall. And I love that. I love having rooms just full of stuff that I've created or that I've collected that I think are beautiful. Anyway, the gift that Nora gave me, that painting or art piece, just, it means a lot to me. Makes me very happy. Okay, so on to what I've been stitching. I have been in, oh no, hold on. I don't know that I showed you guys this. Did I show you guys this? I'm pretty sure I showed this to you. Some of the wool's peeking out of it. I showed this to you guys, I believe, as a finished stitched piece, but I have since finished it into a pincushion. This is Bella Rose from Mirabilia. I think I always get this wrong. I want to say they're Nora Corbett pieces. This was released as Bella Rose and Bella Hydrangea. And then there's another pattern that's 2 other Bellas that I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. But I stitched Bella Rose, and every retreat I try to do a pincushion. I can't guarantee I'm always going to do one. I might reuse them at some point. But I try to do a pincushion for each of the retreats. And so this was the retreat for the pincushion for the Mirabilia retreat this year. I just took Bella Rose and I finished her into this beautiful pincushion. And you guys, this fabric, I just love this fabric. I'm obsessed with it. I got a ton of it that I can continue to use because it's sewing themed. It's got scissors and spools of thread and bobbins, and like, it's just, there's a pincushion in there somewhere, but I'm not wearing my glasses. Where's the pincushion? Oh, there's a thimble. You can see a pincushion peeking out there. I don't know if there's another one in there somewhere. I love this fabric so much, and I love the fabrics. I love the fabrics I chose for this. I really like finishing these larger pincushions that I do like for the retreats. I really like finishing them like this, like in this like box shape. And there's not like a pattern. I just make it up. I just do it. I do typically put just some like cheap muslin behind the stitched piece. That can just help. I like to stuff my pincushions either with walnut shells or with this one stuffed with wool, like wool, actual wool, like roving. Because I also spin, so I've got wool all over the house. But because of the holes in the cross stitch fabric, you're more likely to get bits of wool like poking through. That muslin, but you know, like lining this, just helps prevent that from happening. But I love her. I love how she turned out. She's actually a full coverage. Instead of doing her full coverage, I just use this. I don't know what this fabric is. I have no idea. It was an old piece in my stash that I think was supposed to be a 32 count, but is closer to a 36, quite honestly. So I didn't stitch the background. I used the pretty fabric instead. And I added the beads in the corner, which I just, I don't know, I thought kind of set it off even more. I really liked how it turned out. So that was another finish that you've sort of seen before. Okay, what I've been stitching. So some of you know I have been in quite the Christmas mood. I pulled out, I don't know how much of, I don't have a good picture. Bear with me. I knew this was going to be a little bit of a disorganized video. My brain's not at its best right now. Victorian Christmas Eve from Nora Corbett. So this you can still download. I'm going to pull up a photo for you. But you can still download this. Nope. Don't do that. To the best of my knowledge, you can still download this, I think, from Hirschner's. I love this pattern. Oh, here it is. Yep, you can still download it. And it only costs $4.99. I'll try to remember to link this below. So this was originally in a magazine. I can't even believe the designs that Nora put in magazines. They're just amazing. But here's my progress so far. I actually started this years ago, and I haven't made that much additional progress on it. I don't know what fabric this is. Let's see if maybe I do. Yeah, this is an old silk weaver, but there's no name. There's no name. It was probably a solo, although usually their solos would say solo. But like this is like a 25-year-old piece of silk weaver, or a 20-year-old piece of silk weaver. I think it just gives like dark wintry sky vibes. And I love it. I'm excited. I've been leaning, especially now that Halloween's over, happy to lean into the Christmas mood. You guys, I have way too much stuff here. I like don't have anywhere to put things. I don't think this through clearly. So that got a little bit of attention, but I'm going to leave it out. I'm hoping to put a lot more work in on it here in coming weeks. Well, really, at least the next couple of months. It's not huge. I don't think I'm going to like finish it in one go. So I have just, in the last few months, I finished Garden Beauty. I finished Princess and a Dragon. And I finished my daughter's birth sampler. And each of those I like focused on for weeks or months to get them done. That's a lot of focusing for me. If you've been here, you know I am not a focus on a project person. I am not a one at a timer. I am a do 15 different projects. And well, that's an exaggeration, but I'll do 3 or 4 projects in one day. That's how I stitch. And so to be so focused on things, I don't love it. It's great to get something done. Like, I'm glad I finished these, but it's not, the stitching itself isn't as joyful for me if I'm like, I just need to get this done. It's just not as much fun. So I am kind of looking forward, honestly, to right now not having any like near-term goals and just kind of doing whatever. And yeah, I need a little bit of a break from being so focused. I haven't stitched on this in weeks, but I might have stitched on it since you saw it last. This is my current Teresa Wensler focus, which is Woodland Fairy. And again, by focus, I mean like it's the one that I'm going to bring out the most. But there will be others that I, you know, if I feel like stitching on a different Teresa Wensler, then I'll stitch on a different one. I'm very much a like doing whatever I want at any given moment kind of person. So this one's far from being done. Lord knows when this will be finished. But I would expect this to be my next Teresa Wensler finish. I have done very little stitching for a month or more. And what stitching I have been doing has been, like my daughter's birth sampler, right? Like trying to, like there's a thing that has a deadline, and I'm trying to get it done. And so I'm super focused on that thing. That's my Teresa Wensler focus. I do not think, oh, I don't know if I have an image in here. I hope I do. Oh, I do. Okay. I think I've started this since, I think I started it. You can come back up. Do you want to come up? Come on. My dog's being a little whiny, but my husband's going to be home soon to take care of her. I know there's stuff in the way. You don't feel like you can come over here, but you can. Come on. Come on. She doesn't love it when there's like all this stuff around. She doesn't. Come on. Come on. Yes, you got it. Oh, you're such a good girl. She would not be one of those agility dogs. What does this? You know, agility runs and stuff. Can you, like, oh, yes, I love you too, but you're interrupting. You're interrupting. Oh, I know. Can you lay down? Can you lay down? I promise everything's gonna be okay. Yes, I know, baby. Hey, can you lay down, please? All of you, not just the back half. Lay down. Okay. The next kit, I'm going to try to keep going. The next thing, this is a recent start. I don't think I've shown it to you. Oh, what is this called? This is an old Scylla kit, maybe? Which I made a working copy of because this one is hard to find. What is it called? I feel like such a goof. All right, let me find the name of it. It's got to be on one of these pieces of paper, right? Something, 'Tis a Lady. This is called 'Tis a Lady. And it's beautiful. I absolutely love this. I saw it in somebody else's Flosstube years ago and set about hunting it down. This is this came with an even weave and I switched it out for a linen. So you can really see through the linen. And you can see I haven't gotten that much done. This is in the water. This is the front of the boat. Let me pull a picture back out. it's hard when I've done very little. But the blue I have is right here on the boat. So I've only gotten a little bit done, but it's a start. I went through, so when I finished the Teresa Wensler, what happened is I went through like 2 weeks of like start everything mode. And that often happens. If I finish a big project, then I feel like I'm just kind of casting about, like unsure what to do next, kind of. And I'm not really into any one thing, but a lot of starts tend to happen. I have like a 20-to-1 like new start to finish ratio. It's really kind of sad. But also fun. Sad but fun. I don't even know what this needle came from. What is this? You guys, I am like the worst. Where did this come from? I wonder if it did come from this. I don't know. All right, well, we're going to leave it there and hope. Anyway, I started a whole bunch of stuff. So including, let me pull up the picture of this. I started a chatelaine. It's a small one though. I did get a bunch of, I had ordered some bead packs from European Cross Stitch, and a bunch of them came in, and one of them was for Cordoba Patio. This is from the Chatelaine Gallery. So these are images of somebody's stitched piece. So this is the one that I'm doing here. This is a pretty small one. This isn't huge. It is mandala. It's also one of her designs that doesn't have any instructions. And so it's a little confusing and maybe not the first chatelaine that you want to work on. But this is as far as I've gotten. But I had a couple of evenings where I just sat and worked on some of these like border elements. And then there's fountains that go in the middle, which is what I'm going to get started on next. So Cordoba Patio got started. How am I doing on time? What's next? Okay, let's talk about full coverage a little bit. I got on a full coverage kick. I was just missing my full coverage. It hasn't gotten much attention at all here for a while. And I had started working on some, but then the other thing that happened is that I was watching Sarah Stitch-A-Mommy talking about the Haid sale for 2026. So let's talk about the Haid sale. Let me see if I can pull up the image too of the one that I'm going to do. So Haid, I don't know if it's every year. I don't know if it's every year, but at least for the last few years, they do this sale where it's like goal oriented, and you have there are rewards for like meeting certain goals, and they put up a certain number of charts. So this year it's 12. There's 12 charts you can choose from. You buy the chart that you want to stitch. And first of all, I will put a link to this below. I think I'm going to say all correct information, but I apologize if I get anything wrong here. But you choose one of the 12 charts you want to stitch. On January 1st, they're going to email you the full chart. And then if you get a page finish by the end of 2026, you earn an exclusive Amy Stewart chart that I believe has like a sewing room theme to it. We haven't seen it yet. There's also rewards for how many people participate. So there's a Facebook group. The sale itself is not run by Haid. It's run by somebody else, if I understand correctly. So there's a special Facebook group that you have to like prove you've bought the chart to participate in. If we get enough people participating in that Facebook group, then we like earn extra charts. So basically for every 1,000 people who join, we earn a new chart. So last time I looked, there were like 1,600 something people in the Facebook group. So we've already earned the chart for the 1,000 participants. If we can get another 300 and some odd participants, we can get to 2,000. Then we'll earn a second chart, which is an Amy Brown chart. I love Amy Brown art. I thought the charts for those steps were fantastic. I'm really excited about that. The one for the 1,000 was awesome. I'm very excited about it. It's like a mouse, like a personified mouse in a sewing room. It's very cool. Anyway, here are the charts to choose. Now, some of them are bigger than this. These are just kind of like crops or portions of the chart that you can choose from. They're all similar in size. Let me see. I'm going to show you the one that I'm doing. I'm going to do Stone Cottage Keep. This is the one that I've chosen. And now participating is going to be fun regardless. You guys know, usually when I set a goal for myself, it's like the kiss of death and it's not going to happen. But I'm optimistic here because all I need to do is finish a page by the end of 2026. And I think I can do that without driving myself crazy. I did the math last night for mine, and I think this is similar for all the charts are similar in size, I believe. If I wanted to finish the whole thing, I think I'd have to do like 242 stitches a day or something. That's not going to happen. Although I think if you do finish your whole piece, you get rewards too. I could be wrong about that. I was much happier. Last year I looked at doing the Sal and I honestly just wasn't excited enough about it. Like I liked some of the charts they were offering as part of it, but I wasn't excited enough about any of them to be inclined to do it. Also, I didn't feel like the rewards were as nice last year. I think you had to do a lot more. They weren't giving you the whole chart all at once. Which bothered me just because I'm very cross country and so I have to finish an actual page to get the reward, but that doesn't mean I won't still follow my thread and stitch elsewhere on the piece. You know what I mean? So to not be able to do that if I didn't have the whole chart from the start kind of bothered me. Anyway, I like the setup better this year. I feel like the rewards are more reasonable for me and the way I stitch this year. I found the chart options much more inspiring and exciting this year. So I'm in. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm going to use a piece of tea-dye. I still have a bunch of old Monaco around here. I'm going to use an old piece of tea-dyed Monaco for it and do 28 count 2/1 tent stitch. And I'm going to start pulling the floss probably later today if I have time because I'm so excited. I want to get this ready and going. So I'm very excited about that. So back to things that I've actually been stitching on. I pulled out this Gecko Rouge piece, which is no longer available, I believe, or at least last time I checked, it isn't. It's called Fables. I think it's from Medusa Dollmaker, I believe is the artist. And I love it. It's all shades of blue and white. And man, trying to differentiate with my eyes the different colors of white has been not easy at all, but that's okay. So you're not even gonna be able to see it because most of what I've done is white. Also, in this piece, I'm glad I have gridded fabric because it's so hard with all the different shades of white. But I don't think I love gridded fabric in general, to be honest. So I got more in the owl's face done. I got more in these various shades of white across the top. I'm just plugging along, working generally top down, but like obviously like I'll follow my thread wherever it goes. So still working. I want this one to see a lot of progress, if possible. So I've kept this one kind of handy. I've been using the needle minder to kind of keep the fabric. So I hold this in my left hand, and I'll use the needle minder to kind of keep the right side more folded. I don't know, it's not like the best method, but it's been working some for me. So I made progress on that. Oh my goodness. So much stuff around me. I also started if I can get it open. I started Summer Morning. This is from nope, it's from Golden Kite. Okay, I do really love Golden Kite patterns. I love the options for their artwork. I think they're beautiful, but I have to say, I've had a wish list on Golden Kite for years, and my wish list disappeared. It just disappeared. It's just wiped. It like doesn't exist anymore. And I emailed them to be like, oh, please tell me this is a glitch and you can recover my wish list, because there were probably like 50 things on there. And I've been trying to maintain it as a, also as like a birthday and like Christmas gift list, right? So my husband knows like that's a great place to go to get me a gift, right? And it was just all gone. I emailed with them, and they basically are like, well, you must be trying to use the wrong email address. And I'm not using the wrong email address. That's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. I have one email address with one account on Golden Kite. It's the email address I use for everything but work, and it's gone. And I'm just disappointed. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. And I wish I'd been able to get better support from them. I mean, I'm assuming had no idea what to do, but I wish there'd been a solution, and that we went back and forth several times, and I'm pretty sure the person on the other end of the emails just thinks I must have another account that I don't know about. Anyway, that was disappointing. But all that being said, I still love their charts. Their charts have blends. A lot of them you can get an option without blends, but they look way better with blends. And I usually stitch them. My preference at this point, I think, is to stitch 2 over 1 half cross on 28 count, but I also do 25 or 27 count sometimes. But I like using Monaco when I can. Anyway, so I got this started. I believe I was working on it last night. I believe I'm only at like 0.53%. But it's something. This one isn't huge. Like, I mean, it's a full coverage, but it's not huge. So I feel like I was racking up some of mine are enormous, and so I can feel like I can stitch and stitch and stitch and not making any progress on my percent. Honestly, I was like, oh, half a percent done? That's pretty good. That's going fast. Perspective is very different, right? When you're doing a full coverage. The other one, I think I actually put my hands on a bunch of them, but I can't even remember all of them that I stitched on. You're gonna love this start. It's so impressive. This is a big one. This is, I don't have a stitch count on here, but its size is going to be, it looks like it's going to be about 16 inches by 33 inches, something like that, when it's done on 28 count. So this is a Golden Kite called Dolce Far Niente, maybe? I love this. And I got it started. You guys ready for my really impressive start? This is on Lugana. This is on 28 count Lugana. You're ready? there's my start. I don't even know how many stitches that is. Oh my God. I don't even think it's 20 stitches. But I got it started. And I actually think I'm going to stitch on this some today if I get the chance. Because it's been sitting here taunting me. That was another one that I started and just didn't get it. Then it got put away and I didn't get to go back to it. Ooh. So that's I think that's all the full coverage shenanigans I had to show you for right now. Let me show you. I have Mirabilia to show you. All right, so I have started Lady Alexandra from Mirabilia, but with a twist. So Katie Tonight, who helps us with our retreats and is a genius with conversions, I have it right here. I didn't need to pull it up. So this is what Lady Alexandra looks like as charted. And I love the dress. Honestly, the hairstyle is not for me. There was something, and I'm not much of a yellow person. And so I honestly didn't think I was going to ever stitch this one. But then was having conversations with Maggie and Katie Tonight, and we were thinking, wouldn't it be great if Lady Alexandra were redone as Grace Kelly? Which is totally the color palette I love. And I love that hair much more than the like severe bun that Lady Alexandra has. And Katie Tonight like just went to town, and I can't show you all of the I don't think I have. I'll have to poke around to see if I have a mock-up I can show you next time. But I got Lady Alexandra barely started. This is one of my fabrics. So I should probably be able to tell you what it is, shouldn't I? Where's the tag? I might have thought I could remember. I can't remember. Worst business owner ever. The tag is in here somewhere. My brain is mush at this point. Yay! It's Rainy Day. This is Rainy Day from Oak Crown Studios. In case I didn't make it clear, which I probably didn't, in case you're new here. I run Oak Crown Studios, hand-dyed fabric company, and I love doing that. So this is one of my fabrics, and it's opalescent because, I don't know, the older I get, the more I'm like, just give me more sparkle. And I love it. So anyway, barely started. This is like near the top of her dress. It's one of the lightest shades of blue. But I'm excited to see this as it grows as like a different version of Lady Alexandra. And I love Grace Kelly. So this is making me very happy. Okay. What's next? I have so much stuff around me. So I also, if you've been here around, you may remember, I'm doing Nora's 12 Days of Christmas on one piece of fabric. And I got really excited. I've made almost no progress on it. And I got really excited and I pulled this out. I really want to do this. But it feels like when I pull it out, then I'm like, I'm just not motivated to work on it. So the timing may just not be right for this piece for right now. I did pull it out. This is 6 geese laying, I think. I did pull it out. I did make some progress on it, and then it sat there and annoyed me. It sat there staring at me from the corner being like, you're supposed to be working on me. Why aren't you working on me? And I was like, I don't know. I just don't want to, I don't know. I want this piece so bad. And also I don't feel like working on it. and I don't know what's going on with that, but cross stitch is supposed to be fun and not torture. So I am sure that this will come back out, that the time will be right for this at some point, but that time is not now. So it got put back away, even with so little progress on it. I think the timing must just not be right for it. And actually, I put that away and I pulled out Miss Victorian Christmas Eve, or Victorian Christmas Eve from Nora, the one from Hirschner's from the magazine, and was just so much happier. So much happier. I just needed, yeah, I just needed to give myself permission to back off of that for a while and not worry about it so much. I don't know if I've showed you guys this. Let me look up the picture. Oh my goodness, what is it called? Nope, it's Blue Moroccan Lace. I have started Blue Moroccan Lace from Chatelaine. Again, I apologize if I've already shown you the start. I just don't remember. Again, this is from the gallery, so it's another person's. It's because I'm touching the screen up there. Anyway, that's another person's finish. I'm stitching mine on white. I feel like Blue Moroccan Lace really pops on white. This is like a mess of floss. So yeah, decided to go with a white. I'm also using, I mean, I really don't have that much done. But I got some of it in. It started. I'm using the Mrs. Sadis silk conversion. This is, she's a shop on Etsy. Her silks are lovely. They're soft. They're lovely to work with. And they don't break the bank. So yeah, doing it with her silks, which are beautiful. Very nice to work with. And I got the bead pack from European Cross Stitch. These bead packs are so fun to get in the mail. They're just these little musical packs of joy. They're so sparkly and fun. So I got that one started. I don't even know what to do with all of these. What is in this one? I know what's in that one. Okay. I don't even know what's in my bags. So this is a Mirabilia that I pulled out that hasn't seen love in a long time. Didn't get very far, but it got some attention. This is Elizabeth in the Lavender Sky. This is one of her earlier Mirabilia patterns. It's number 10. And there's a stitch along, or at least a start along that was part of, that's going on with this right now. Yeah, you just don't usually see this one. And this is going to be another one where the colors I was working on match the fabric, and so they're going to be really hard to see. But I got a little bit of progress on her. So I'm working on part of the border. I did also change the kit. Did I change the kit fabric? Might not have. Might not have. This might be kit fabric, but it's linen. So you can see, like, right now that looks like it matches. You know, some of these colors, especially on camera, are really hard to see. But made some progress on it. I have no, specific plans for this. I'm just gonna bring it out when I'm in the mood for it. It's fun to work on. It's fun, but it's also full coverage, so it is a lot of stitching. Best way to go through these and still leave myself room. Oh, okay. I don't even think I have it on the website yet. Okay. started Silver Moon Tea. I had this all kitted up, but I hadn't pulled a fabric for it yet. This is MD... I need the glasses to read the number. 119 from Mirabilia. Whoops. So I just hadn't pulled fabric. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. This is another like pathetic start. I'm telling you, I finished the Therese Wensler and was just like, oh, let me start. I'm just going to do a little bit of this, but then like not feeling into it enough to like put a ton of progress on it. It's fine. Oh my God, this start's so sad. Okay. So this was my fabric of the month for October. It's called Dreamer and I love it. It's kind of a more muted pink with some like kind of taupey tones to it as well. I love the way it turned out. It's just so pretty. But I thought it would be perfect for Silver Moon Tea. So look at my start, guys. Look at how impressive that is. And I'm clearly doing my thing where I do 9 half stitches and then I cross the 10th. And then I do that like all the way across the border to make sure that my border is the right length. And that's my start in Silver Moon Tea, guys. It's fine. We'll come back to it. It'll get done. This was also leading up to the retreat when, you know, I was very busy making sure everybody's orders were ready and getting things out. Busy. All right, I don't even recognize from these what's in the bags. Oh, nope. That just needs to go downstairs. That just needs to go downstairs. I brought down a pile of things like for the, sorry, Freya. For this video. No, I don't need to show that either. Is that it? Did I get through it all? What was in here? Oh, I know what's in there. It's the thing I just showed you. Oh, stay. Oh my goodness, that might be it. And it's not even been an hour. Is that really it? We're going to call that it. Is that enough, guys? Those are some of the things I've been working on. So I'm going to, I've got a lot of work to do. I'm busy working, but, I'm definitely going to be into like stitching what I'm in the mood for, at least for a while, like going forward. No specific or particular goals. I do have some chatelaines and the Therese Wensler, you know, my focus for that. I do have Egypt Mandala Garden behind me that I want to get back to for Chatelaine Wednesday. I have a bunch of Mirabilias that they're not almost done, but like have a lot of, oh, I was going to show you something else. Okay. Some Mirabilias that have a lot of progress on them. I also, this month, I'm going to be starting November's Topaz Fairy from Mirabilia. Of course, my fabric's too far for me to reach. But I have a fabric. It was the exclusive fabric for the retreat this year. It was one of them. Called Queen's Copper. A bunch of us decided, well, first of all, Amber, stop doing that. Rogue Mama Stitcher has been stitching on November Topaz Fairy, and it's beautiful. And I've had it kitted up for ages and wanting to start it. I'm going to see if I can grab that fabric. And, you know, we saw it at retreat, and it just was very inspiring. Pardon me. Freya, she slid into my spot when I moved. So we had I had two exclusive fabrics for the Queen City Stitch Retreat. One is Antoinette, which is like a clear, perfect aqua blue. And the other is Queen's Copper. So, and this is going to be hard to show on camera because it's a green. But it's a green, but it also has like these dark areas, and it also has little patches of yellow showing through. So this is what I'm going to stitch my November Topaz Fairy on. You can kind of see some of like the yellowish, excuse me, patches there. I love Queen's Copper. I believe it's out and like available on my website. It is one of my favorite fabrics I've ever dyed. It is so beautiful. And the Antoinette was also stunning. I didn't show you guys the retreat pattern, did I? Oh, I'm such a goober. I really want to show you guys that. Okay, pause. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. I can't believe I forgot about this. And now Freya's moving around and like bumping into the camera and stuff. So I apologize. This, oh, glare, was the, oh, the glare is going to be awful. This was the free chart for the retreat. And this is available now on our website for free. I'll link it below. This is what Nora designed for the Queen City Stitch Retreat. And there's actually kind of some different versions out there because I stitched it first, and then we made some changes to like the treasures and some of the beads and things. Freya, no. Bad girl. Hold on 1 minute. Anyway, this fabric, okay, so I was obsessed with wanting it framed in an oval frame, and we got bubble glass put on it. I don't know if you can see that. So the glass is like domed. I love how it turned out. I'm sorry about the glare. Hold on, I'm just gonna, let me see if I can just turn off the ring light at this point. There's still glare. It's different glare, but that might be better. It's so funny with the domed glass how the glare is just very different. Also, it's not like you know, non-glare museum glass and all that, because it's just glass. It's just domed glass. But I love this. I love how it turned out. This is the other fabric. This is Antoinette. That was an exclusive for the retreat, so people who go to the retreat can pre-order the fabrics. And then this one, Queen's Copper, which is not showing as true as I'd like it to. The Antoinette is. Those were the two fabrics that retreat attendees were able to pre-order. If you did not, if you were signed up for the retreat and you pre-ordered fabric but then didn't go to the retreat, I do have your fabric. And it should get mailed out here as soon as I can get to it, just to give you an update on that. We have it all. We just need to get it out. Anyway, I love this. Nora has said that this would be her last retreat, at least for a while. So she really went all out in what she designed for us. I mean, just look at that. Oh, it's so good. And it was a really fun, really quick stitch. There were a number of people who finished at least the stitching part during the retreat weekend. And there's a whole bunch of versions of this floating around out there. Catherine Needleberry Stitcher, she did a like all blue conversion. It looks so good. Deb, the Traveling Stocking Stitcher, hers is beautiful. Maggie Kitschy Whips, hers is gorgeous. Like there's a bunch of them out there. It's a fun, quick stitch, and it's just one of those beautiful faces. I love the hair, and obviously like feels very Marie Antoinette. So as soon as I saw the design from Nora, I was like, I know what color I'm dyeing for this piece, right? Because there's that pink and aqua like color palette like that's so associated with Marie Antoinette in that era. And so anyway, that's where the fabric color came from. But people are using all kinds of different fabrics and doing different color conversions and things, and they all look beautiful. So I'm very happy, very happy. I feel very blessed that Nora has gifted us so much of her time and her artistic talent. to share with us, because I think if you're watching this video, as you know, like, her art and her talents have just gifted so much, right, to each of us. It's amazing. Okay, I'm glad I paused, even though now I'm gonna have to edit the video to smash the two parts together. I'm glad I did that, because oh my goodness, you guys needed to see that. Okay, so I have no idea when I'm gonna be back. Hopefully before Christmas. Although, so I am getting a knee replacement done here in the not too distant future between now and Christmas. So I'm not sure when I'm coming back or how much stitching I'm going to be doing. My experience with surgeries in the past on my orthopedic surgeries has been that it's awkward because I have to lay down and keep my leg up more often than not. So I'm not really going to be sitting up a lot to stitch. I find it very hard to stitch or do any crafting while laying down. But also, at least for a while after the surgery, might be days, might be weeks, I might just not feel up to it. I might just be really exhausted and worn out and not really have the energy to follow a chart. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I don't see you before the holidays, I hope you guys have a lovely December and New Year. But hopefully I'll be back before then with some fun stitchy stuff to show. And please sign up for the hate sale. If you are on the fence, if you aren't sure, go take a look at the charts. Check out some of the chatter on Instagram and stuff. People are really excited. I think it's going to be fun. There's just so many of us, and yeah, I think it's going to be a blast. So please consider it. I'll try to remember to link it below. Have a good one, guys. Thanks.